What's going on, guys? My name is Isaiah. Welcome to the channel. Today we're kind of trying our first MOTO-VLOG. We're going to see how it goes. I've got the Insta360 Ace. I've got that hooked up to my Cardo Pack Tuck Black. I just bought the camera. At least it's my first time using it. And I very recently bought the Pack Tuck Black. So I had some trouble getting them to set up and hook up to each other, but I'm pretty sure that was just user error. So now that we've got it hooked up, pretty curious to see how the video comes out, especially kind of where, you know, the sun is setting, and very curious to see how the audio comes out. Cardo is kind of designed to eliminate exhaust noise, eliminate wind noise. Of course, we want the wind noise eliminated, but I'd like it to leave a little bit of the exhaust noise so that you guys can hear it, because that's like half the fun. So curious to see how that comes out. Now, I have been asked a few times just by my buddies, why'd you go with Insta360, not GoPro? There was really only one reason. I'm not like a video quality, you know, fanatic where it's got to be whatever's the best quality video. Ultimately, you know, the modern cameras at this point are so good, I can't tell the difference between one or the other. So even the 360 Ace, I mean, the camera footage is phenomenal. But the big reason I went with Insta over GoPro was simply that Insta has one bit of technology that makes it stand out, and that's that it allows you to connect it to your Cardo headset. So no need for an external mic adapter or mic, which is just less equipment that I have to bring with me, so less weight, less things I have to worry about breaking, getting unplugged, stuff like that. Being able to just link it straight to my Cardo, that makes it pretty easy. So I'm hoping that it's a seamless system. I'm hoping it works as it should, because if it does, that's pretty awesome. Now, I also decided to go with just the Insta360 Ace, not the Insta360 Ace Pro. And the reason I did that was there was only, or at least only seemed to be, one major standout difference between the Ace and the Ace Pro, and that was video quality. And the Ace is already so good that I didn't really need the extra boost of the Ace Pro. And the only other major difference seemed to be $100, and I decided just to keep that $100 in my pocket. So anyway, yeah, we're gonna see how it turns out. When you know, kind of look up Insta360 Ace, every single video, it's so hard to find videos that aren't about the Ace Pro. It seems like Insta360 just sent out a ton of Ace Pros to all kinds of influencers, and so I only found like 4 or 5 videos that were about the standard Insta360 Ace, and when I watched them, it seemed like it was almost just as good. So that's where I basically just decided, hey, let's be cheap about this. So yeah, anyway, that's what I'm running for a setup, so we're gonna see how it does. Like I said, this is just a trial run. I don't even know if it'll get uploaded. If it does, I'm on a 2014 Yamaha FZ09 right now. This is one of my favorite bikes. This bike's a freaking blast. I love this bike. 850cc inline 3-cylinder on a naked sport bike chassis. This thing's just nuts. It's torquey, it's angry, it's fast, but it's also comfortable. I could be on this bike all day. I have been on this bike all day and had a smile on my face at the end of the day. You've got these dirt bike style bars, way more comfortable than clip-ons. It's got a banana style seat, way more comfortable than, you know, your 2-piece super sport seats. And the pegs are slightly less aggressive, but they're actually still pretty aggressive, considering. But, you know, it's a little easier on the legs than a super sport, but the legs is where this bike doesn't have a ton of improvement. But as far as the back and my arms and my chest go, so much better. So yeah, that is what this is. These bikes are just fun. They're fast. They're pretty ignorant. This one's stupid loud. I've got a track exhaust on this. I may have already mentioned that. So it's absurdly loud. That's part of why I took it today to do this trial run, is just to see what Cardo decides to do with the exhaust tones. But yeah, these bikes, absolute blast. If you're looking for something that's just kind of a hooligan machine, you know, that is also somewhat comfortable, and these really don't break the bank. I mean, I think you could get a new one for out the door 11-ish, which really isn't bad. You can find used ones all day in the 5 to 7 grand range. You can find like rebuilt title ones or ones that have just been dropped and have a couple scratches for even cheaper than that. You might touch the 35 to 5 grand range with some of that stuff. So it's a lot of fun for short money is basically what I'm getting at. But yeah, ultimately it's one of my favorite bikes. I guess that'll wrap it up for the video. I don't have much more to go over. Really was just an experimental video here to see how audio and video turns out. Hopefully well, because ideally, I know I don't have many subscribers, but to those of you who are subscribed and are watching this, thank you, first of all. Second of all, ideally, you guys have seen that I usually do about 3 to 5 minute videos on all the power sports things that come through my place, mostly motorcycles, but ATVs, you know, snowmobiles, even cars. Just give brief specs, start it up, show you guys basically, you know, the basics of it if you're looking at getting one. And ideally, I would like to take those 3 to 5 minute videos and make them kind of 10 to 12 minute videos, stretch them out a little bit more, actually get on the bike, maybe even the snowmobiles, the ATV, give it a ride. It'll give me more things to reference to you when I'm actually on the bike. I can tell you about ergonomics and stuff like that better because it'll be fresh on my mind. And it'll let you guys hear it, see it kind of in action, see how it handles, see how it corners, that sort of thing. So that was the whole reason for buying the Insta360, was to hopefully get set up to do that. So anyway, I don't know if I'm going to upload this or not, but if you're listening to it, I guess I did. Yeah, check out my channel if you haven't already. I've got just that, motorcycle videos, power sports videos, and hopefully more stuff like this coming soon. Thanks, guys.